basically ways my life has changed, I guess, for the most part, right? I'm like, what's different? What's new with me? And I don't think I had any overarching, like, lessons or goals or things that I was doing here. I mean, I had the goal of being less horny this year, but that didn't really pan out super well, so maybe next year. But I don't know, I've been fairly happy. I've been just kind of enjoying life, I think there's been some good, there's been some bad. I'm currently still on call for jury duty, actually, which kind of sucks, because I basically started, it was like all of November, and also it's basically all of November and December. So on January 3rd, I think is the last day, and got called in once, but we got there, sat through the intro video stuff, and they called us in and said, something just came up. Well, like, we got called in, and the judge was like, well, I'm not reading my script because we have something unusual here. And of course, right away, I'm like, oh no. We ended up just not having the case because something came up, so I was like, okay, cool. And so so far, I've been pretty lucky with that. I've only been called the one time. But yeah, this year has been, I've bought many games. I've been working on my backlog and I'm playing those. And one of the things I noticed is that this year I feel like I've had, instead of just accumulating a bunch of tech, which I still did a little bit, I just had more time that I've spent with the tech that I already have. And that has been really useful, I think, because that's allowed me to really appreciate some of my tech a bit here. And like, I mean, I want to admit up here some of the stuff, it's like, is still also good. But I want to talk about stuff that I was kind of excited about this year. So to start it off here, we've got right in the background behind me my Xbox Series X. This thing is great because I've been playing on it a lot more than I thought I would. Particularly when I was playing like Call of Duty. I played a bunch of that at the beginning of the year. I did a bunch of Star Wars Battlefront on there. The controller is surprisingly good too. Wow, I have great lighting for my shot, but I love how it gets dust if you don't play with it for like a couple days. But yeah, the controller is just really nice. The D-pad is better than I thought it would be. Pretty happy with that. And it just has a nice feel, and like, I don't know, I ended up liking this a lot more than I thought I would. And there's nothing like playing Call of Duty, and nothing quite like playing Call of Duty and putting your mic in and not your mic, your headphones on. Sound quality, like, they have really good sound design if you're wearing headphones on those. But I played that, I played Star Wars Battlefront games, I played Castlevania Dominus Collection, I played that, and I just played a bunch of Castlevania on here, so I've been playing a lot of stuff, just in general on my Xbox, and it's been really fun to do that. And also, I've been watching a bunch of my movies and stuff. I mean, I haven't really taken full advantage of it, in that sense, but I have been watching Inuyasha for Anime Club. And also a shout out to the remote that I got for it, because this makes it a little much easier to just watch, DVDs and Blu-rays and stuff on there, so that's cool. So that's been really fun to do that. Very happy with that. I mean, look, I still play stuff on my Switch. I've been playing some of my 3DS this year too. My Wii U has been a little neglected, and my N64, and my Game Boy Advance SP, and my Steam Deck was mostly being used for Idle Slayer, so there's not a lot to report there. These things are still good. I still like them. I just feel like I really connected with bucks. I got this after it wasn't brand new at the point either, but it was like I think I got it. It was just last year. I think I got it. I've been using this a bit more, and I mean you've probably seen it a lot in videos and pictures and stuff. Just the way this like catches the top here. I mean, like I also keep setting stuff on there, so you can probably see a bunch of scratches and like smudges and things. It's not mint condition anymore, but I really like how this is. I didn't plan to do this. I just started to do it. It's fanless, so I can set it anywhere. It's got good built-in speakers and microphone. It's got a nice screen and everything. It's got the, if I can hold this up here. It's got the the backlit keyboard, and just it's really nice. I love using it for particularly my Discord calls. It's been really good for that. Really easy to just move it around. Really good battery life. Doesn't matter where I set it with no fan. It's been really good for also typing up stuff like reviews and stuff. I can do along with my iPhone. I can type up reviews between this and that, and go between them because of the iCloud sync. That's really nice. So the Notes app and the Pages apps are really nice to have between these, and I just really like typing up my game reviews on this thing. So just very, very happy with this. Whenever internet goes out, I can feed off my cellular with this and still do internet things. If I'm sitting at my, playing something on my TV, I can have this set on the side. I don't have to move my other computer all the way over here and plug it in over there and do that. I can just set this here and play this videos on the side with this. So this has just been a fantastic little thing. I'm still super, super happy, and I don't feel guilty about it. And also being able to pull videos off my phone to put it on there and stuff, or the option of using iMovie to do stuff there. I mean, it's been really nice. Still unnecessary. Still doesn't outdo my HP Spectre X360, but it's really nice. And yeah, it's very, very happy to still have it. Along with that, I also, in conjunction, will often use this PC38X headset. This is a Drop plus EPOS Sennheiser headset. It's an open back, and I like it because it has a really good mic on it, which is what I wanted. A wired headset with a good mic. So then when I'm doing my Discord calls, and because they're open back, I can do Discord calls and still sound really good. But then we can play video games, and I don't need my games to be piped into my system. I can just hear that through the open backs. And an unexpected thing is that they're also really comfortable. Like, not just because of the padding and stuff, but because they're open backs, air flows through there, so like I don't get as like sweaty with them on my ears for longer periods of time. So it's actually been really awesome for that. I don't necessarily want like these for like music or editing or stuff like that because of the sound bleed. They're fine for it, but okay for playing if I want to use my microphone on Xbox, but like mostly I use them for those calls, and they're just so nice for those that I am still really happy I got these, even though they're wildly expensive. Even probably so with the gift card I used to get them. And also another conjunction piece here with doing calls on my MacBook. This is the Razer Kio Pro webcam. It looks really, really good. I mean, it's a big honking thing, but the visuals you get out of this are just really nice. I can plug it in and just use it right out of my MacBook. It's nice. I used it on my streams also for live streams and stuff for Facecam. It looks really good for that too. It is a really nice camera. And I got this on like a Black Friday thing last year, but I've been using it for this stuff, and it's way better than the 720p built-in cam on the MacBook, and definitely infinitely better than the broken webcam on my Spectre. I can't believe that thing broke. It just doesn't work anymore. But yeah, I've been really happy with this so far too. Even though it is big and heavy, it works very well, and I'm pretty it. When doing like HDR and stuff, I think, and part of me at first was like, man, it's too bad it doesn't do 4K. And then I thought about it, and it's like, why would I need to do 4K? I have my camcorder here that does it. Which, quick shout out to my camcorder and microphone setup too. I got my Sony FDR AX53 camcorder. Has been really great, and especially in conjunction with the Rode Go Video 2. Some assortment of those words. Microphone, might be video go to, something like that. By Rode, it's been very good. It's not like perfect, but my Blue Yeti kept giving me problems where like I don't like recording audio separately from my camera. It's just kind of a hassle to do and takes more time to get that finagled. And also for streams, my Blue Yeti just started throwing up issues in OBS where it was just like weird static bits out of nowhere that I couldn't fix. But I used this mic and it didn't have that problem, so I guess, I guess it's not me, it's not me. I forgot to bring one thing over here, I think. Oops. Well, we'll grab it in a minute. But yeah, it's not perfect, but I still think it sounds really good, and I don't have to like go back and edit the audio, and it speeds up the process of recording stuff. And for the stuff that I do, I don't need super insanely good audio, and for my camera, I don't need a super insanely good camera. 4K is plenty good enough. Even if it's only 30 frames per second, if I really need 60 frames, I can cut it down to 1080p and it's fine. As long as we're looking at audio stuff here. I don't know if you can hear me when I'm not looking directly at the mic. I know the sides you really can't hear. It is really just shotgun, which is in some ways good and sometimes bad. I got this Walkman that I got from my nostalgia shopping video. I got this old model that I used to have. I got another one, and I listened to a shitload of Megadeth CDs. There's an ASMR video about that that's either up or coming right now as well for end of year stuff. And I'm surprised how much I like listening to music on this. I got like a newer Oak Castle CD100, similar kind of portable CD player thing, but something about this is just really simple and nice. I get the nostalgia kick while also still having all the same quality because I have the Sony MDR706s, which I've had for a while now, and I still really love these headphones. They were one of my best purchases, I think. And it's kind of crazy to me to think that all this time I had this years ago, this could have sounded super amazing. I just needed better headphones. I never knew my headphones I had were not, I mean, they weren't the cheapest of the cheap, but I didn't realize it would get that much better. So that was cool, and also the personal experience of just listening to you and your music in your ears, it's really nice. Plus the art of the album, crafting an album, the way that songs are put one after the other, the way they flow. I think that's something that's really lost in today's world of like streaming music, where you can just play any songs that you want, you can shuffle them around, you can make your own playlists or have other things built, and there's like stuff that's good about that as well. But you lose some of the art and some of the experience of just like sitting down and listening to an album as the way it was arranged, and it's the time capsule and the mentality. There's like something there that I think sometimes is kind of lost in the mix. So that's my pretentious guy rant for that. Is that I am somebody worth taking advice from on that. I think there are two things I forgot to throw over here, so we'll grab different sizes of the earplug things. They have pretty good battery life, and the case charges up. I closed that too loud. I'm sorry. And you're awake now. I don't know. Like, it's not the most amazing things, but they're middle of the road stuff where they have pretty good sound. They work. They're good for my walks to and from work, or like longer car rides and stuff. Those are really handy to have something like this. Even though I still prefer having actual headphones over my ears, these are good for just having in your pocket, listening to stuff off of your phone. And I've also got the Nintendo Music app recently, so I'm listening to stuff on with these for that too. So they definitely am getting use out of them. Even though I still don't really like earbuds that much, or earplug things or whatever. I don't really like this style of headphone. They're alright at it. They weren't horribly expensive, which means that when they eventually the batteries dies in these things, I won't feel like I'm out too much and I can get something else. Oh, and you don't need an app to use them either, which you can get it for firmware updates and tweaking and stuff like that, but out of the box I can use them. So the ability to just use these without touching the little touch things on there and without needing an app, really, really highly valued. So I've been listening to a lot of stuff with those. And I think I need to grab my other stuff here because there's a couple things that I don't have. I thought I'd put everything over here, and then I sat down and I hit record, and it turns out I lied to myself. I do not have everything over here, so I'll be right back. I returned, and one of those is something you probably maybe think you've seen before, and you kind of have. But you notice this does not say Macaulay on the front. This is a folding keyboard that is a Samsur's keyboard that cost me more money than my Macaulay keyboard did. But the difference here is that this one, I mean, it's almost the same. It does charge with USB-C. So that's kind of nice to have more things universally charging that way. But basically, my Macaulay one broke. The hinge just gave out. I mean, the stuff was peeling off a year or two, and I had that for like almost 5 years, I think. But this one, it is more expensive. It also came with a stand I don't really want, but it's a fine stand, I guess. But I tried using my backup keyboard for a while, and it was just the iClever one. It was just too big and clunky. So I'm like, you know what? I just like how thin this is. I like just opening it, and it's just open, and you can go, and then closing it, and it's done. Instead of like the trifold and little things on the end for the stand. I just didn't want to do that constantly and have it be bigger and heavier in my pocket, real estate, and everything. So very happy to have this. Even though I only more recently got this, it's really me appreciating this design of keyboard that thankfully more people do. That I still get it. So and then there's kind of a weird one, but I've got this, my M240 Logitech mouse. The softer clicks, which I don't really necessarily care about, but that's nice. It's basically it's almost the same as my other Logitech mouse, but this one is Bluetooth, so I don't have to plug a thing in to make it go, which is awesome. And it's the same size and shape as that one, just Bluetooth. And it doesn't have RGB, which would have been nice, but it's white, so I can see it in the dark pretty easily. And I really like it. It fits in my hand well. I super love this mouse. It's also, I've been using this for I don't know how long, at least most of this year, I think. And it's got like, I just looked earlier, it's got like 90% battery in it still. I haven't done anything with the battery, so the battery life's still really good on it, even though I just leave it on all the time. So very happy with that mouse. It's almost perfect for what I was looking for, and it just sucks that I got so many other ones before I found it. But I'm sure there's a computer mouse video out for that too. And I think the last thing I want to mention is going to fuck with our shot a little bit here. I've got this light move my camera. I can just move my camera somewhere and use this as a light for anywhere for a quick shot of a different background and scenery. I think that's about it for the video. I don't have a whole lot else to really bring up because, I mean, like I say, I've got other tech that I'm still using and it's still good and I like it, but this is the stuff that I think I was more excited about this year. Just getting more time with it, getting used to it, and just settling in with what I've got. I'm also at a point where I think especially after getting rid of a bunch of stuff, I'm ready to not spend so much time getting a bunch of tech that ultimately I probably won't even use. I want to be a little more selective and have a little more self-control there. But that was that's my big stuff for the year. I am getting another piece of tech next year. I pre-ordered the Analog 3D, which is a modern FPGA N64 solution. So I am looking forward to checking that out. That's going to definitely be a project for next year. I still have a couple of things to work on. I kind of threw a lot of gadgets at the wall here and tried to get everything done this year that I was fiddling about with. So there'll be videos and stuff on that. And yeah, it's been a a nice year. It hasn't been crazy, but there's been some good stuff happening, and I've been able to kind of relax and just kind of enjoy life for a while, and that's good. That there's not huge changes, and there's not huge terrible things to deal with or stuff I'm overcoming or anything, and it's kind of nice to just exist for some time and enjoy your life for where you are and where you're at and how things are. So yeah. So thanks for watching. Tell me about some of your favorite tech that you used this year. Like what stuff really stood out to you. And yeah, I don't know. Let me know what your year was like in the comments if you want.